So for today and tomorrow, I decided to do pocket pages for my video a day. I am using the Oakley Avenue collection from Pretty Little Studio, and I am scrapbooking my monthly review, my monthly project life-ish kind of spread for October of 2016. So I went ahead and I pre-cut all of my cards. Actually, I think for this spread, I had actually purchased the 4x6 pack of papers from the Oakley Avenue collection, and I believe that that was what I used for this double page spread. I didn't really cut a whole lot of pages down. I either used scraps or I used the already cut 4x6 pages. So I'm doing fall layouts because I don't want to scrapbook my summer photos yet, which I know sounds so funny, but here's the thing. I have tons of gorgeous, gorgeous summer pictures that I want to scrapbook, and I ordered, first of all, I ordered a July hip kit with extra embellishments and paper because I love the exclusives. And it hasn't arrived yet. And then my click kit, which I also added more summer supplies to, hasn't arrived yet. And I don't want to scrap my pretty, like my awesome summer photos till I get my summer scrapbooking supplies. So for the time being, I thought it'd be fun to pull out some of my fall products and do some of the fall photos from last year that I didn't get scrapped. So everything I'm going to be using is from the Oakley Avenue collection, with the exception of those cork clouds. Those are from Spiegel Mom Scraps, and I really liked them. And that is my most favoritist new toy. So I went ahead and bought a label punch. I got it from a cherry on top. It's by EK Success. I think it's pretty much the exact same one. If you ever watch Chamel's videos, she uses a label punch. I think it's almost the exact same one. But I just got it and I have been loving it. So I am going to I punched that label from Nina Bright White cardstock, and then I've been attaching them to pattern paper and like fussy cutting around them, as you can see there, and that gives you that like really nice border around the label, and then it gives you a really nice place to journal. So I know you can buy or you can get printable labels, you know, that have the same kind of look to them, but I'm really liking making my own and being able to customize them. So I'm just going through each of these cards, adding the journaling I want to add. I'm very, very sorry. My head is in the way, and it was like super frizzy this day. So yeah, it's like my fuzzy head. I'm so sorry about that. Trust me, I'm sorry, because I hate the way my fuzzy head looks. Yuck. So yeah, a lot of this is punching these labels, cutting them out. For this card, I'm also going to use the smaller one to date this photo. And then if you look at that card, so that bottom square is actually from the Project Life app. So I print my photos at Persnickety. I don't print at home unless I do have a Canon Pixma, but unless I absolutely positively have to print at home, I don't print at home. But on the first of every month, I place an order at Persnickety Prints, and I collage a lot of my photos into the Project Life app. And if I have an open or empty space in a collage without a photo, what I do is I go ahead and I fill that empty space with a Project Life card from the Project Life app, and then get the Project Life card printed. And then when I cut apart, I have these little like cute squares or 3x4 cards that I can use when I create my pocket pages. So that's my method. That's what I do. I know sometimes people ask, you know, what do you use to print your photos? Well, I have a Canon Pixma, but I don't print at home unless I absolutely have to. I am so spoiled by Persnickety prints and the quality of their pictures, and they usually get the prints to me within a week. So, and I have tons of backlog of photos here. I'm never short on photos. So as long as I get them printed by around the first of every month, that's what I do. And I love the Project Life app. I don't do Project Life in the traditional sense, as you probably can guess. And but I love to sometimes fill and print some of the cards with my photos in the collage. And the collage part of the Project Life app is just amazing. I really, really like to do collage my photos with it. So this 3x4 card is actually kind of like, it's from, I guess, it's like a meme, I guess, or something like that. And I just printed it as a filler card because I loved it. It had one of my absolute favorite quotes from Anne of Green Gables on it, and I'm just going to dress it up ever so slightly with some washi tape and some hearts to go ahead and add it as a 3x4 card. And by adding the washi strips and the heart, and that little bit of a heart, it's just adding a little bit of continuity between the rest of the pages. And that will finish that one off. I used a lot of hearts on this side of this page, and I was trying to incorporate as much of the plaid design as I can into this collection. So this card is going to be almost like a title card for the photo that is going to come beside it, and you'll see that photo in a minute. And so I'm just adding, again, more of my hearts, and then I'm going to put a little bit of a title on this card. I was really wanting, I have a lot of different packs of die cuts to go with this Oakley Avenue collection, and I had really wanted to incorporate as many of them as I could, but I ended up not being able to incorporate too many just because they're quite large. And I was absolutely loving the way that these cork clouds were playing off of the warm fall colors of the Oakley Avenue collection as well. So there's that card finished up. I always add little staples to my Project Life cards when I do pocket pages. So this photo is also going to have a title. Another thing I tried to do was use up some of these loose alphabets and numbers that I had from the Oakley Avenue collection. I bought quite a bit of it. I loved it, and I still have quite a bit of it left, even after doing this 2-page pocket spread. So probably, I think I did 2 pocket pages and 3 layouts, or 2 pocket pages and 2 layouts, something like that, when I had it pulled out, and I still have a little bit of it left, but I put it away for another day. I really do like to kind of pull collections out and use them for a couple of different projects, and then kind of set them aside into my paper tower until I'm ready to play with it again. And so I went ahead and I was able to use the die cut on this page, and I added just a little funny quote there that says 2 of a kind, because that is my son and my sister, and they were just like totally, you know, just posing for the camera, just being silly when we were in our corn maze. And they like to take, they're funny, they are very similar, and like to strike poses. So I wanted to pull, so the last card you're going to see me do here is, it's going to have, the whole card is that plaid. So I wanted to make sure that I had enough of that pattern throughout all my different cards. And I did that by mostly adding these hearts and then some of the different colors. So I'm just going through and adding a couple of these tiny word strips. I love the tiny word strips in this collection. They're like perfect. They're perfectly sized. The font is really, really sweet. You know, really, like, it's a really nice font. So I was happy to use some of those on this spread. This will be my last card. So I want this photo to pop away from the background, and so I'm going to do that by matting the photo on some Nina White cardstock, and then attaching it to that plaid and adding just a really simple title of Hello Fall using more of those die cuts, yay! And then the date, and that will finish this layout up. So I shot these videos as part 1 and part 2. So I'm going to do the front of the front of this pocket page for today, and then tomorrow's video will be the back of the pocket page. And so that the video didn't become too long or too much for you guys to watch. It also then allowed me to have 2 videos for 2 separate days, which is always a good thing. So I'm just going to take one more look around and see if there's anything else I want to add, any other little pieces or die cuts or elements onto this card. And I decide on this little sketchy red heart. And I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And then I'm going to fill in all the pockets and give you a close-up of all the different cards that I created for this layout. So there is one last little touch I am going to do. I wanted to add a flare to one of the flares from the collection onto that photo. And I wanted to put it on the outside of the pocket, not on the inside of the pocket, because I didn't want it to be, I have had a problem of putting flares on Project Life pockets and then ending up ripping the pockets. So I've learned the hard way that flares and acrylic work best when they are put on the outside. So I'm just going to add some glue dots to this flare, and I'm going to pop it up into the corner of this photo, and that will complete my page. So be sure to hop back over tomorrow to my channel so you can see the backside of this pocket page spread. And I hope you have a wonderful Monday and are enjoying some throwback fall pages. Have a great day. Bye.